Okay, so magandang araw po sa inyo mga kababayan at ilang araw nyo akong hindi nakita, no? Pasensya na po kayo dahil tayo po ay maraming pinagkakaabalahan this past few days. And alam naman natin na hindi lang naman ito ang ating ginagawa, no? Meron din tayong Kalinangan TV at marami po tayong ibang mga aktibidad, no? Sa atin pong pang-araw-araw na buhay. Anyway, anyhow, ako nga po pala si RJ Laurea, also known as DJ RJ Guapito, no? Dun sa iba kong programa, yung Heart Journals, no? Ngayon, tayo ay solo flight for the SDM Commentaries, no? Meron tayong bibigyan ng opinion. Itong si Senator Amy Marcos kasi ay naglabas na, nag-press con na siya doon sa initial findings daw ng Senado, doon sa kanilang ginawang Senate hearing, kaugnay ng di umano ay illegal na pag-aresto nga dito kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Tatay Digong. Pero alamin natin kung ano ba ang kinalabasan nitong hearing, no, ng Senate tungkol dito sa pag-aresto nga ng ating otoridad, ng ating mga kapulisan dito kay dating Pangulong Duterte, at dinala siya sa ICC, isang hukuman na di umano nga ay lagi nating sinasabi at paulit-ulit na sinasabi ay wala ng jurisdiction dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, tingnan natin ano ba ang mga sinabi ni Senator Amy.
I'd like to read the preliminary findings following last week's investigation and public hearing. Number 1, the Philippines had no legal obligation to arrest former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and turn him over to the International Criminal Court. What was received was only a diffusion notice, not verified or approved by the Interpol Secretariat. No verification by the Interpol whether the request complied with Article 3 of their Constitution, forbidding Interpol from undertaking any intervention or activities of a political, military, religious, or racial character. Under the terms of the diffusion notice, there was no obligation on the part of the Philippines to turn over former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to the ICC, absent any request for extradition or request for surrender. Under Article 92 of the Rome Statute, a provisional arrest is followed by a request for surrender. There is also no indication that the ICC even requested for the surrender of former president after his provisional arrest. There is likewise no indication that the ICC requested extradition after the arrest. Finally, the argument of Secretary of Julia is deeply flawed, inasmuch as international humanitarian law, customary law, cannot apply. He is accused of crimes against humanity, not war crimes. IHL refers to war crimes. Procedural administrative matters such as court processes do not become part of customary international law. IHL is international customary law, but the jurisdiction of ICC cannot be considered customary under IHL. The finding: the Philippine government decided to assist the ICC to arrest the former president. The administration already started preparation prior to March 11. The PNP mobilized units on March 10. The National Security Advisor was already tracking the former president's camp before the arrest. Even before the ICC prosecutor applied for a warrant of arrest, there was already statements by key executive officials that the administration will cooperate if the ICC processes the request through Interpol to arrest the former president. Finally, the claim of the Department of Interior and Local Government Secretary Cremulya that the supposed effort was only based on rumor is incredible. This attempt to cover up was already aired on media, and what had already come to pass was an indication of a comprehensive plan to arrest the former president already being in place even before the date indicated in the ICC warrant March 11. Finally, my third preliminary finding was that there were glaring violations of the rights of the former president. The constitutional safeguard and due process of law were not observed. No warrant was issued by a Philippine court. The arrest did not fall within the exception of a warrantless arrest. Meanwhile, General Torre invoked 125 article of the revised penal code only applying to warrantless arrest. The constitutional safeguards for the right to liberty of abode also guarded. No court order was issued mandating that the former president be taken out of the Philippines against his will. Former President Duterte was deprived of the right to be visited or to have conferences with immediate family members under Section 2F of Republic Act 7438. General Torre admitted he did not allow Vice President Sara Duterte to visit former president in Villamorbais, contrary to RA 7438. Former President was further denied the right to be brought to judicial authorities under Article 59 of the Rome Statute. The former president was also denied the right to apply for release under Article 59 of the Rome Statute or the right to apply for bail under prevailing jurisprudence on extradition. However, during the public hearing March 20 here at the Senate, the Secretary of Justice insisted on the inapplicability of the Rome Statute. But a DOJ certification signed by Prosecutor General Richard Fadullon stated very clearly that the DOJ made the following determinations. As competent authority of the custodial state, the arrest issued complies with Article 59 of the Rome Statute. To recall, DOJ spokesperson Clavano released a statement last March 13 saying, ang naging role namin ay competent judicial authority. Kami na ang nag-aas na lahat ng proper processes ay ginawa. Similar to Prosecutor General Fadullon, the DOJ spokesperson showed that the article cited in the Rome Statute had been complied with. Therefore, it's apparent that the DOJ first tried to convince the public that the requirements under Article 59 of the Rome Statute were complied with, and then later on, when such stance became untenable, decided to ditch Article 59 and the Rome Statute altogether and pursued another theory, extrajudicial rendition, and invoked RA 9851, particularly Article 17. Yun lang po. So, those are the three findings right now. As we speak, we are not certain if we will continue at magkakaroon pa ng ikalawang pagdinig. At yun nga, kinakailangan na meron tayong matitindi, magagaling at malaman ng mga testigo. So, nagbubuo pa kami kung sakali at kung hindi, pag-aaralan na lamang natin ang nabunyag nung nakaraang linggo.
Ay mga kababayan, no, malinaw na medyo meron yatang mga hindi nasunod na tamang proseso. Itong ating tinatawag na mga yung pag-aresto o yung extrajudicial rendition na sinasabi dito kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Mismong findings na yan, initial findings na yan ng Senado na ang komite na yan ay pinamumunuan ng mismong kapatid ng ating Pangulo. Okay. So ngayon, anong gagawin natin, 'di ba? Kung sakali mang ganyan 'yung nangyari, 'di ba? Paulit-ulit po tayo, pero meron pa rin pong nagigiit ng mga mangilan-ngilan na pinipilit pa rin nila na alinsunod sa batas yung ginawang pag-aresto. yan yung lagi kong pinapaliwanag eh. Yung RA 9851 na yan ay hindi natin maia-apply dito sa war on drugs. Kasi, hindi naman siya war crimes eh. Yung IHL kasi is para sa war crimes. When you say war crimes, ito yung mga territorial wars, civil wars, in between na parties, no? Ito, merong batas ng isang bansa na hindi nasusunod nitong mga tao na ito. No, they are illegally operating, no? They are criminals. Oo, sabihin na natin, criminals also have rights, but alam nyo ba na talagang kapag ka ikaw ay isang kriminal at ikaw ay nagkasala, ikaw ay nababawasan ng karapatang pantao, no? At ang unang-una na babawas diyan yung right to suffrage, yung pagboto. Tatanggalin sa iyo 'yan, no? At tapos yung syempre yung kalayaan, yung freedom, mawawala sa 'yan, di ba? Pag depende yan sa uusad, no? Uusad na sentensya mo, no? Yung maipapato na sentensya sa isang taong may kaso. So, kaya nga itong mga kinokonsidera natin na dangers sa ating mga innocent. So, mga inosente nating mga kababayan, minsan talaga, ganyan talaga eh. Kailangan natin magpatupad ng batas.